controls the spice, controls the universe.
Yeah, it's rich in bubbly goodness.
Do you remember when you lost your passion for this work?
I invited another friend. I hope that's okay.
So
Go ahead, buddy.
I already did say started how it all came together, but with with the Doctor Who one, and it just yeah, we were just I was just like I said, I got that whole stream together and within a half hour to 45 minutes, and then just went on and just that was that stream. Well, I don't remember how long. I think it was a 4-hour stream. I'm not sure. It was a 3 or 4 hour stream. That was our first stream, and it started out as "Happy Birthday, Tom Baker," and then it just morphed into this huge of all over in like it went from physics to space to Tom Baker to politics to comics to video games. It would just went all over it. And like I said, Pablo was there on the first one. And I got to give him a big shout out because he's one of the guys, too. So and Mike was there, and I actually think that was so long ago. That was like 4 months ago, I think, but it seems like a lifetime ago. But it was me and Retro were just thinking of we wanted to do something,
right?
Because we were in sort of a we're like, dude, everybody keeps saying you should do a channel. I was like, yeah, dude, because Retro it's as much as mine is, it's Retro's too, and I always got to say that. I would not be anywhere if it wasn't for any of these guys right here. Especially Steven. Steven's awesome. Okay?
What did I do?
So you came on and you were like, and he kept coming on. I'm like, Steven wants to come back? Wow. But and I always give credit where credit's due, And it's just like I said, and then it snowballed from there, and then over the things we got more people in, and then and then like we got Doomcock and everybody else like Doomcock, and then Paulie started coming in all the time, and then Tom started coming in all the time.
We had Ballstrack.
Ballstrack came in.
Doomcock.
Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Lucifer Storm as well.
Lucifer Storm.
He's brilliant.
Yeah. This just happened recently. Rabbi's been on there several times. Yeah. He's going to be back. Yeah. This just happened recently. Cameron was on here. Somebody goes in our chat while we were on live stream. Hey, Cameron just came back to like Twitter. And we were like, okay. So I was like, just a second, guys. Because the guys, there were 2 or 3 of them. They were like, yeah, I wish I could talk to Cameron. Cameron's a good guy. And I'm over here being quiet. I'm like, hee. I'm like, hee.
Jed gets everyone.
And I'm like, I go over there. I go out of the stream for a second. I'm like, Cameron, would you like to pop over for like 5 minutes or so? And like, he goes, yeah, dude, I just got back, but yeah, you'd be my first stream since you got back. I'm like, thank you. And I know we want to do like a proper stream, but yeah, I appreciate it. And I got And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I was like, because Pablo and Ash were like, Pablo's like, yeah, I really wish I could talk to Cameron. And then I was like, well, Pablo, today's your lucky day. And I was like, there's Cameron. And he's like, oh my God. Like, and then he came on there and Ash was up in a corner just stunned in silence. He was talking and Ash was just like, you did it again. Like afterwards we're talking, he's like, you did it again. I was like, I just like the guys are used to me doing this now. Like I need it's like, and especially like I don't know how many weeks it was Doomcock. I tried. I was like, we had Robert on for that first week, and then we had Robert on back to back 2 weeks in a row because the first week was about Shatner, and then funny enough, Leonard's birthday. Leonard's birthday came up the next week, and I was like, "Hey, Robert, you want to come back and talk more Star?" Yeah, sure, brother. Let's go. Like, yeah. But yeah, and like I said, and it just snowballed from there, and then from that point on, me and Mike were like, because we known each other for a long time, and I always wanted to go on his thing, but I was like, but then once I got back from doing all this, I started talking to him. I was like, dude, it's me. He's like, right? He was like, yeah, dude, it's me. And so we started talking again, and we've been closer than we've ever been. And I was like, dude, we should do a show together. Like, do a show. He's like, yeah, we got to do a show. And then he finally came up to the point. He's like, yeah, we should do a show. And I was like, okay, let's do a show. But then I was like, hey, why don't we bring some more friends in? Because we got friends. Ash wasn't in the first Global Geek Gang show, but he was in the second one.
And I've been there ever since.
And he's been there ever since. So yeah,
we can't get rid of him.
Well, what?
Yeah. So
actually, I see how it is. Pick on the kid.
and so yeah, Mike was like, I don't think it's gonna go. I was like, trust me, this is gonna take off. I
don't know what you're talking about, by the way.
I was like, I have some ideas.
Actually, what happened was I was doing 3 shows, but I wanted to do a show. On one, Jed had been asking to do a show, and I kind of wanted to do one with him, but I didn't want to change the other ones I was doing, and he inspired me to come up with the idea to do it on a Thursday, and then I don't know why we did it in the daytime initially, but
it's because everybody from
different times
from
the
UK,
world,
yeah.
And then I just decided to call it the Global Geek International. I was kind of finally Global Geek Gang. I finally, and it just became the best idea ever because I wanted to do a show with Jed together, but didn't want to change my other ones, and then bringing in other geeks from all over the place and stuff like that. It just caught on fire, and I think for the doing it at that time slot, 1 p.m. Central, allows for good buddies like Ash and Retro not to be 4 in the morning like they are many times when they're on late streams.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got it just blew up from there, and it's been the Global Geek Gang is just so much fun, and it's great.
Great time.
Yeah, you guys sound like you were just having so much fun. I mean, I knew Clobberin time, so I knew who he was. I knew I'd interviewed Mike before, but I didn't know about this like gang that you guys had until Fat Steven brought it to my attention. Because I said I wanted to have a panel interview with some folks who maybe we haven't really seen that much or known that much on YouTube, and kind of get them together all in the same panel. We're just going to call it the study hall and just let them go at it. And he brought you guys up.
It was the only way to get rid of Jed from constantly going, just let me on the cheerleader stream. Hey, can you get Lorraine to bring me on one of your stories?
I wanted on the cheerleader stream.
He was like, I will put on pants. I will send you whatever type of food you want. What is your Uber Eats address? I'm like, bro, no.
I was like, hey, Steven, you want some ho-hos and Twinkies, brother? Like,
all right. If you could share my screen quick, I hope you got you 4 are okay with this right now because you like the A team. This is what I've done so far. So there's your.
I
awesome.
love that,
dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you that.
That
you
is
can use
so
that.
awesome. Oh,
Nice.
heck yeah, use that. That is amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know who's black in your party, but we'll just play that.
Just make Ash the black one.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that
I'm
mumble. Did you hear that? Make us make Ash.
racist much? No. I'm brown. I'm already brown, so
He's
I'm
already
close
brown,
enough.
so you know.
Close enough.
Clobbering and I are orange, so you can make us orange.
You
yeah.
can just say it's Mr. T's light skinned cousin. That'll work.
Well, that-
We'll make Ash Hawkeye. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, why not? I had to laugh. I'm like, who's Hawkeye? No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It's not fair when I play stupid when it comes to comics.
Yeah.
What about
Except
Iron
when I'm
Fist?
in the comic shop, because sometimes paying stupid pays off.
Oh,
It does.
oh, do tell.
Oh, I've seen plenty of women do that in a comic book shop. So
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings by
Yeah.
knowing more than you do, especially
Yeah.
when they get into it and they're on a roll.
oh, I know.
I'm not gonna embarrass you. Tell me more.
I was a manager of a comic book shop, so I know. So Mike owned a comic book shop, and I was a manager of a comic book shop. So take that.
Wow.
I thought that was a rumor.
Right?
Oh yeah, it was just a rumor.
A nasty rumor that I know nothing of and just keeps going out there.
People were
Gary from
saying,
Nerdrotic.
yeah,
there's a
people
rumor
were
about
saying
him
that, people were saying that I was Gary's legitimate love child at one point. So,
When I first saw Gary, I'm like, how could that guy actually have maybe more action figures than me? You know, that's why I saw the background the first stream I watched. I'm like, wow, I gotta watch this channel. This channel's awesome.
I'm glad I'm not the only person who thought that, because I saw his action figure wall and my eyes crossed. And
I'm here to tell you
can't
that.
stop staring at it.
Oh, it's mesmerizing, but nobody has more action figures than you, Mr. Mark D. with a C.
yeah.
I got a few. Yep, got a few. Yep.
I think he'll rival the Nerdrotic collection.
Well, I did see.
Thank you
for
see that.
Yeah, do you want me to show some of the stuff
Oh,
that I have?
absolutely.
Nah.
While we were talking before about laundrettes, one of the things that we had fun doing on Pop Culture was showing. I had the old Sears catalog, you know, the old Wish book. So I dug this out, and of course, this is the lawn jarts here from 1977. So this is, you know, Pop Culture Archivist, right? We got this is the ad from way back then, so you could kill your friends for only $3.99. Yep.
We used to get them for
But
Christmas.
I even
every
did
year.
it for less, you know?
Yeah.
I did it for free.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Fun for
Darts,
adults.
lawn darts. Yeah. Yeah, because as kids, you get bored with it kind of quick, but the adults are having fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you know you're somewhat intoxicated.
Just throw it up in the air.
I'm very drunk at the time.
Yeah. So sometimes they didn't use lawn darts; they used firearms. That was another.
Oh yeah. Lorena, this one time I saw my friend's parents. They were drunk, and they put a beer right in the center of the yard. Okay, get this.
Okay.
And so they threw a lawn dart up in the middle of the yard because they saw us doing it all the time, and they said the person that can get the beer without getting hit can have that beer. So they were just throwing lawn darts up, and whoever was the bravest person went and got the beer. Like sometimes the beer got hit because nobody was brave enough to go do it. But
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's like some Hunger Games level stuff training right there.
Yes.
I know. I got trained to do things, man.
If we ever get put into the Hunger Games, I want Jed on my team.
I even did that. I even got it from my dad's friend. We play with lawn darts all the time. We don't care. So the kids did get brought into it at one point. We're like, hey, this is fun. We're like,
I feel sorry for the guy that has to repaint the number on the welcome to your town, and it's pretty much the number going down every lawn dart game. Oh, there's another one. There's another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah.
Another one's down.
Oh my God, Mark G, is that like the 1976 catalog?
That's the 1978, so I'm guessing this is probably the first year they had Star Wars toys, because of course the first year there were no toys available.
Yeah.
And I had that
Right.
that send away card.
And
So,
they had the certificate to get that little box of them. Because I had that at one point, and then I turned it in. I should have never got rid of that. Oh.
So yeah, so these are the first. So it's $8.77 for the Star Wars Cantina set. I mean, God knows what that would, that set would go for now. I mean,
Oh man.
Oh, a huge amount of money.
yeah,
An obscene amount
Yeah.
of money.
and there's not that much. There's just like a half page here of Star Wars stuff. So the toys are just coming out. So I think I still have my R2D2 and C3PO. I think I had that from the send away, and then they've got. I'll open the page up here a little bit more, but you can see they have the TIE fighter and the X-wing fighter, but there's really not much Star Wars. And later catalogs, of course, there's 5 or 6, bunch of pages. But for people who don't know, or maybe a little bit younger than us, the Sears catalog or the wish list, J.C. Penney, that was that was where you waited to get that catalog, and you'd mark it up and to see what you wanted for for Christmas and or for your birthday, and you just go through it and you circle that catalog, and then you pick try to pick what you wanted. So the fun thing that I do too is that I love to collect, so I've still got some of my toys. So that's the Micronauts, which is one of my my favorite toys. So of course I've still got Micronauts that survived childhood, and so I've got that. Yeah, so that's one of the. And then I did a video on my channel a few weeks ago about restoring one of these figures here. So I had to let's see if we can. So I had to repaint him and sandblast him and bring him. There's the chest piece that goes on there. Bring him back to life. His rubber bands broke after 45 plus years. So I have a whole video on fixing that figure. So it's just fun trip through through memory lane, and then you can see.
Holy shit, Mark's white? I just saw his hand.
Yeah. How'd you guess? I thought it was orange, but that's okay. So like here's and the fun thing too, if you're a collector, you can see sometimes people argue about what was available or what. I think just have fun. Some people I think take it pretty seriously, but for me, I'm like, let's just have fun. But you could see what what toys were available and what you could buy, and Sears had a lot of exclusives too for Star Wars. So in later years you had special figures, and I have or vehicles like the Imperial troop transport. I have that, and of course here's the classic Fat Steven. You couldn't really stream with this, but with the Atari, the classic Atari console.
You can.
Wow.
Well, you could. Well, now you could. I guess you could, but I'm joking too. Like you couldn't play multiplayer through the internet. I couldn't play with Fat Steven in Canada. Yeah, oh, yeah. That people have streamed. Yeah, that'd be fun, awesome to stream. And actually, I had some of my buddies from high school came back to visit. And the first time now that we're things are opening up again, and we were hanging out. I brought out the old Atari, the ColecoVision, the Intellivision.
You said ColecoVision.
ColecoVision, yeah. So I pulled out the ColecoVision, and we were playing. Did Ash, you say what was ColecoVision?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was another competing like Atari type console, and it was supposed to have better graphics and it was a pretty cool console. But Atari obviously was old school was the most popular, and then until Nintendo kind of saved the industry. But this is like. My kids laugh too when I show them, like, I still have this Pong game in the basement, and I'm like, well, we played a game with, we played Pong, we played Pong on the computer.
Pong.
Wow.
And there, I'm like, there's no graphics, and it's just, and they can't imagine how primitive it was, but that's what you had back then. So it was fun. So I can show you maybe. Let's see if the camera works. I can show you a little bit of the office here. So that's what I did the first time. I was like, guys, do you want me to pan? I was showing the Sears catalog on one of the streams, and I'm like, do you want to see the rest of the you know, the rest of the office, and then everyone started, you know, going crazy over what, you know, all the stuff that I.
Hey, Mark,
all the stuff
wasn't
that
Raquel there the first time you
Yeah,
did
Raquel.
that?
Yeah,
And
Raquel
she
was there.
went nuts.
Yeah, Raquel went nuts.
There is an
Oh,
actual
yeah.
there is an actual Raquel cut on the Brightest Stage channel that he put all her stuff on there.
Yep.
For the
Yeah.
Global Geek Gang Day, we
Yeah.
already showed that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's some of my Migos figures from. I'll zoom in from when I was a kid. So that's some Star Wars. Excuse me, Star Trek. Oops, that was a bad one. And so here's Migo figures there. Yep. And let me raise the camera up and let me.
Just don't show no dust, Mark or Raquel
Yeah,
get
Raquel-
mad.
We can see your. The sad thing is, we can see your butt crack in the reflection of the Star Trek poster.
Oh my God, that's horrible. Let me turn the light off. Yep.
To boldly go, sir? Really?
Yeah.
To boldly go?
We're gonna boldly go.
Yeah, to boldly go. Yep. So here, let me. So let me show the other side of the room that I can stream. The
Steven's
camera's
like,
at that
it
wide
looks like a Twinkie.
So here's.
Can you mute him for me? Just one.
Like I took some old Star Trek. You know, they had records back in the day, guys. So I had the Star Trek records and framed that, and that's another, you know, Star Trek record, and then Star Trek 4.
Wow, hold on 1 second. Let me blow you up with that. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Oh
So
my
there's-
gosh, that lithograph. I'm drooling. I didn't like that particular movie, but I liked the poster.
And what I like about this,
I love that movie. Cool.
What about this lithograph
Love
was
it.
I always thought Bones should be in the
Yes,
you
instead
know,
of Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, Aaliyah
Yeah.
would have been in the corner. So when I saw this as a
True.
limited artist, I'm like, oh, that's the poster I've been looking for.
Nice.
Love it, man.
Nice.
So and then I've got a spot. You got to have a spot clock, you know, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And then I've got some ships hanging, and there's Wrath of Khan is one of my favorites. So it was mentioned in the pre-show. I'd gotten to see the premiere of Wrath of Khan. Got to meet Leonard Nimoy that night.
Wow.
For a school fundraiser. So just tons of fun. You know, and I didn't know what to. I didn't know what to say. I couldn't say anything. You know, I was like, I was 10 at the time, I think, and you see Leonard Nimoy, and you're like, oh my God, what do I say? So, but yeah, he was very nice. Got some autographs and some pictures signed, and the ticket signed.
Wow.
So kind of
Forbidden Planet?
Yeah, I
Love it.
Forbidden Planet.
Great movie. Great movie.
Love
Yeah,
Forbidden Planet.
yeah.
So,
Metropolis as well.
some people say that's the
Metropolis is
first Star
awesome.
Trek movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gynoid, oh, brilliant.
So I've got some shelves here. Let me see if I can get the light on there. Hopefully you can't see my reflection there. I apologize for the mic because it's.
Oh, no worries.
I don't
No
have
worries.
a lavalier mic yet, you know. And so here's, just try to put figures wherever you can get them. So of course, Empire Strikes Back, the Star Wars movie. There's some Lego figures that I printed on my 3D printer for.
Yesterday
Star
was the
Wars.
yesterday was the anniversary of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yesterday was the anniversary of Empire. Hey,
Yeah.
was it?
Mhm. Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
41
Dang
years.
it. I'm
Yeah.
embarrassed I missed that.
My favorite all-time movie. Love it.
Mhm.
Love mine here. Same. It's amazing.
Greatest. Oh, yeah.
So there's.
Saw it 15 times in the theater in 1980.
There's a
Still
Oh,
got me,
nice.
still got me laser discs of it.
Nice.
Wow.
So I've got, pretty much figures everywhere. Try to, get
Is
as
that
much-
Johnny Five in the back? Oh wait, no,
That's
no, sorry.
No,
No, this is my Johnny Five.
Where?
As soon as you zoomed in, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
no, not Johnny Five.
There's
Okay.
Robbie back there.
This is
Okay.
actually, let's see if I can find it. Let's see, zoom in.
Oh my gosh, I'm like drooling over all this stuff here.
Yeah, we all do.
So there's a, thing, Jeep, which you gotta have, right?
Mark is taking advance bookings, by the way.
Oh God, yeah.
Doors
least I
and
have-
everything.
At least I do have that FF #1 mock-up you got there of the Mole Man monster.
Yeah, that's a fun
Let's-
one, yeah.
And
Even
the
I got that one.
Indiana Jones, Mr. Potato Head. Wow.
there's the original R2D2, I think, from that Sendaway set. I think the C3PO is newer, but just everything and everything you try to collect through the years. So some of my favorites were
Right.
I have the communicators and the phaser from then we're doing Mike is going to do the animated series now with Raquel.
Oh, yeah.
So that's how I got into Star Trek. Probably was some of those toys. And,
There's even got the playing cards, Wrath of Khan. I had those. Have those somewhere. You know,
and you have the Pez dispensers too.
Yes.
Yeah. Some Pez's, the script. That's actually behind Arnold. That's a
script.
Wrath of Khan mouse pad. So what I do on eBay, I have an eBay alert. So if anything shows up on eBay, like, oh, I don't have that. Let me grab that.
Was that a very tiny Space Station K7?
Yes.
Yep. Cool. For Trouble with Tribbles. There you go.
There we go. Yep. And then of course Raquel went crazy because
tricorder.
The tricorder. Let me push the button on that guy and let's see if we can get over there without disconnecting myself from the shaky video. But let's see, where's that tricorder? So Raquel went absolutely nuts when I played this. And
absolutely, I can see why.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
So this actually lights up and let's see here. If we get over here.
Oh man.
Beautiful.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
So Raquel, I think she was going crazy. If you watch that cut, she had a lot of fun with that. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh my gosh.
So that's a Hallmark ornament you can find. And then this is my favorite toy as a kid was the Star Trek communicator. So
the walkie-talkie. That's a walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie. Yep.
Yep. Even I had those.
You push the button and then it would make like the red alert sound that would annoy my parents. They would go crazy. They were like, turn that off, turn that.
You make me want to. I still have to go into my storage unit because I had like all this props and stuff, and I swear I bought a tricorder, and it's somewhere. It's somewhere in storage, and I have to, because before I started a YouTube channel, I just like packed all that stuff away and put it away.
Yeah.
But seeing like people with YouTube channels who have like all of their stuff like out and displayed, now I'm like, okay, you know what? I need to go back and find it all, because outside of my office, because it seems like if you work in IT or any kind of technical field, that's where everybody's got like all their stuff and their collectibles on their desks, at work. So that's where you pretty much showed everything off. But now that, because of the, Wu-Tang flu, I work from home now. It's, I just had all packed up and nowhere really to like display it. So, I'm like playing in my Studio 2.0. So I'm like, I got to go break into storage and get that stuff that I'd put away,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's one of the, old Micronauts. I've got
Imperial Probe Droid.
I just bought that. I just did a YouTube video on that.
Oh, nice.
And then let me move this sign out of the Phoenix out of the way, because Mike is said.
I'm stealing that one from you, dude.
Yeah.
One day it's going to be gone, buddy.
Yeah, one day that's going to disappear, probably. Right?
I have the FF one there. I'm talking about the one on the right with the thing.
Yeah. Let me move. See if I can move this out of the way without knocking anything over. I need a bigger office.
Now if it gets stolen, he's going to find a way to blame me.
Yeah, it's too much stuff. So it says violators will be clobbered.
That's mine.
So I'm actually trying to source a way to get more of these signs, Mike, so you don't have to come over and steal it.
Nah, buddy, because it's you, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I know, but
He'd hire someone to do it for him.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, he doesn't want any sign. He wants your sign.
Yeah. He wasn't supposed to know that,
Of course, you got to have the Spidey dog, right? That moves around. Yep. Let's see. Now he stopped.
Nice.
Now he stopped moving. I think if you make noise, well, there he goes. Yeah.
Spidey dog.
Spidey dog. Yep.
I didn't see that last time. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got so much stuff. You probably
I
lost in the
see.
shuffle.
Holy heck.
That's
So
not
we've
even
got-
tip of the iceberg there, Lorena.
So let's
It's,
go to.
Oh, see the
Yeah.
Cara Dune.
Oh yeah, let me go to Cara Dune. Yep.
Oh,
Pops. Ugh.
Cara
like
Dune
Pops, yeah.
Cop. Yeah, that's an addiction I've had to cut myself off from temporarily.
Oh, you got too much of that now?
Pops.
I started and I saw the path that I was going down, so I stopped. I stopped when I got the Princess Leia at Echo Base. So that's what I have up on my right over my fireplace. So that's the last one. I stopped there. I made myself stop there.
Well, are you still
Uh-huh.
feeding your Harry Potter addiction?
Of course. Matter of fact, I'm planning to get Lucius Malfoy's cane next month.
Whoa.
Oh, so
Wow.
So here's an old Batman figure from the movie 89
Oh, yeah.
movie.
89.
Oh,
And a
wow.
lot of these I bought and have them out loose, and then years later, you found them in the comic book shop or
Right.
so got Doctor Doom. So it doesn't hurt to have two copies. So
No, of course not.
yeah, and there's some old the old X-Men, that first line that came out. I remember when that first came out. So lucky to have a few of those in the box. And then there's there's an old Macintosh computer that I keep in the room just to show kids that come over.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
yeah, can't get over there with the cord isn't long enough. But yeah, it's an old Mac computer, and we got.
I bet Retro's got one of those.
I've got an old G3 Wall Street Mac. Yeah, I've got that. Yeah, along with all my Amiga stuff as well. Amiga.
wow.
That Sam keeps trying to throw out every night. So.
Yeah.
So of course, loving the so I've got a ton of things, statues.
Oh my
Slide
gosh.
Amigo.
Thor.
So this kind of maybe reminds me of Gary's room, maybe a little bit, with the background here. So this is what I'm looking at every day, and I just keep adding figures. I've got figures on top of my monitor too that you're seeing. So those are some of the little Lego minifigs. And then I've got that's the thing from the movie, and then my favorite, the set that started it all was the Bowen Fantastic Four set.
Even I have those. Those are fantastic. Well, fantastic.
They are fantastic. Yep. No, I totally.
I need to show you what my repainted torch, this Ritter.
Yeah, that would be great to see. Yeah.
Is that Captain Crunch?
And that is Captain Crunch. You got it?
No collection is complete without
the Captain.
Captain Crunch.
Well, my kids got me that, so thanks to my kids for hooking me up with that. And then we got. Of course,
Wow.
we've got,
Is that the Tick?
That's the Tick. Oh, I love the Tick.
Spoon! Yes.
Love the Tick. Love the Tick. Here, let me put the legs out on the tripod here a little bit higher, so don't mind the shaky camera for a second.
No problem. No worries.
This is I'm not a union member of the crew. As I tease my brother-in-law who's a video guy, so he laughs. He laughs at my amateur video, but says I do okay. So Silver Surfer, I love that Bowen statue.
Yeah,
and then,
gorgeous.
This is one of my favorites too, with Princess Leia. And my wife was kind of not happy with the way she was sculpted, shall we say?
Yeah.
So I said, well, I showed her a clip. Carrie Fisher's got this in her house. If you watch one of the classic Carrie Fisher interviews, she goes up and she caresses the figure too. So I'm like,
can't be mad at you if if you're not going to be mad at Carrie at the same time.
Carrie approved, yep. And that's another thing.
Thing from
you
got a lot of
that's a diorama there, so that matches. I couldn't fit them all together, so that matches the Mole Man diorama here. So I had to put them, and of course I've got figures all over, so kind of messing it up. But that's that classic issue number 1, if you can see.
Right.
And then that's the second half. So they're supposed to go on the table, opposite each other. So maybe someday, if I have enough room, you'd have to have a huge diorama. So the Thing and Ben are from that one. And then we've got, of course, Clobby's favorite, lots of pops here. Some old figure. We got a Jack Bauer hiding in the back. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, okay.
Jack Bauer, yep.
Okay.
And then the last row is more pops and some figures. So the lighting's not the best, but you can see, you got the Star Wars section here, and then we moved to the Wolverine and Spidey, and then got another Thor, and then Mirror, and then Star Trek again. So and then let me show you. Let's see if I can do this. I'll show you the Star Trek wall.
Okay.
So I've got.
Let's see the Star Trek roll.
Yeah, let me flip my cable over here. Let's see. Let's go back here. So let me zoom out. I don't have the super wide angle lens, but I've got a couple of ships hanging from the you gotta have ships hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, absolutely.
And then if you push the button here, let's see.
That light up with the.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yep. And then if you, I think if you hold the button.
Even I have that one. Is that an A or is it just a Enterprise?
I think that's the A. Yeah, that's the
That's A. That's the one I have now.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I also have a
okay.
regular one. So at one point we had an old old entertainment center in the house, which had like a a top part to it, where a shelf on the very top, and I had about 30 of these Playmate ships, and finally my wife is like, "You gotta get these."
Yeah, that's the A from the end of Trek 4 and then Trek 5 and 6. Yeah. Formerly the Yorktown.
Yep. So I've got DVDs and Laserdiscs and the soundtrack, and then you got to have a pair of Spock's ears.
Oh, of course.
And that's the Think Geek console. We enter the room. So if you let's see if it's turned on here, if it'll work.
I love it.
So you can go do red alert.
That's fantastic.
And if you enter into the room,
way.
It'll go off when you
That's
enter the room.
fantastic.
So here, it's tough to hear, I'm sure, but then when you go into the room, it'll make a noise. Yep, it'll make the swoosh, the swoosh sound from the doors. So
Of the turbo lift doors.
yeah, the turbo lift doors. Yep.
Nice.
So that's a lot of fun.
Cool.
This is my all-time favorite. It's with the lights.
Oh, that's
turn the lights off, but
that's
my
gorgeous.
all-time favorite. If I turn the light off, that won't get the glare on the. Of course, I probably can't see, but this was a 20th anniversary.
That's Struzen?
This was actually, I think it is. I don't know if it says it on there, but it was in the video store for the 20th anniversary, and I kept telling the guy, I'm like, this will be mine, so.
Yes, you will be mine.
You will be mine.
Put the lights on low, maybe it'll grab it a little bit better. But
Wow.
you can actually buy this poster on Amazon without the 20. It says 20th anniversary video cassette. Obviously, I don't sell that anymore. But I just always loved this poster. So I actually have two of them. I have one in college that I kept in college, and one that I framed this one. But I always loved the big three, and then you got the gorgeous Enterprise, and then you got the rest of the
fantastic.
crew. So that's my favorite poster, and of course we'll end with
Looks like Struzen.
with the great ship. So if I push the button here, let's see if we get this ship to light up.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gorgeous.
Oh, so cool.
I have so few, so when I see something that I have, you have, it always makes me feel special because you got everything, dude.
And I think if you hold the button, I think this guy stays lit up. Let's see.
Yeah, it's got a couple of different modes.
Yeah. So that's the light up mode.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it's not remote control. That would be nice if they had a
Yeah.
control. Getting lazy here, but
nice.
That's gorgeous. Once in a while.
Oh,
turn
God,
it on,
yeah.
keep
That
it lit.
is absolutely gorgeous.
And we
And
have
of course, that picture from the Wrath of
Enterprise-
Khan.
Thank you. Yep.
Indeed.
And then we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
the Enterprise B here too, which I
Yep.
love too. But yeah,
Excelsior
the
class.
original's great. Yeah. So that's a tour of the office. Thanks for. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing because it's wonderful getting to see the things that other people have collected. Because you have people where it's like, yeah, I have that, or oh, I don't have that, and you have people who are just like, I've never freaking seen that before.
Oh,
Yep.
which
So
reminds me, I've got to show
Yep.
the Enterprise phone. That's what I forgot to show. So. This
Yeah, I
is-
was wondering if you were going to
Yeah,
show
I
that
for-
or not.
Well, you got to remind me. You're the boss. Come on.
I know.
When are you going to do the line-to-line phone call with Raquel anyway? You got to arrange that, haven't you?
So the story behind that. Let me switch to my main camera.
By the way, Mark, I was at the comic shop for the first time in 6 months yesterday, and I saw someone had that phone. The phone was there. That phone was there.
That phone was there. Yep.
Somebody sold it to him.
So here's a.
There's no dust on it, is there?
Yeah,
he dusted it.
He cleaned it. He cleaned it. Raquel told him to clean it.
She's been dusted. Yep. So what happened was Raquel, obviously loves Star Trek, and she's in Canada, so it's tough to get stuff. So she went totally nuts when she saw that. She's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this! How lucky you to have this!" And of course, it was dusty, so I've since dusted and cleaned her up. But so what happened was, I'm like, "Well, let me check eBay during the stream." So I just checked eBay during the stream. I'm like, "Raquel, I can get it with shipping for about $40." And I don't mind shipping it to Canada. She's like, buy it. So I bought it live on the stream, and then I'm going to send it up to her with some other goodies and a couple of special thank yous for her that I've 3D printed and
awesome.
I made a couple things and a couple of hopefully she's not listening now, but I found a couple of books at thrift shops that are on Star Trek, and we're lucky to find certain things here. So let's see if I can call it.
And yet I'm still waiting for my package.
Oh, I gotta get Steven something too, I guess, right? Yep.
I swear to God, I'm terrified. This could be nothing but a book of fat jokes and an empty box of Yoo-Hoos.
Hey, who told him?
or Twinkies and Slim Jims.
You have so much stuff coming to you, Steven. I swear to God.
I know. I Valiant says he has something. Culture says he has something. My parole officer had something.
The woman that he harassed had something.
I don't harass women.
Well, folks, we're gonna start to wrap things up here. So just we're gonna do a.
Well, sorry. Here's the.
That sounds familiar.
So when the phone rings, it makes the lights up and does red alert. So
red alert.
That's a good note too. Let me hang up. Yep.
Yeah, I have on my iPhone for my timer when I'm cooking. Whenever the timer goes off, it has the red alert. And one time I was streaming and it went off, and people were like, "Huh, what do you have over there for Star Trek?" I'm like, my steak is done. I got. Oh, well, folks, you can of course subscribe to Mark D with a C. This is his website. So, YouTube channel. So, Mark, do you have anything coming up that you'd like to tell people about?
Sure. Yep. Thanks to Mike Klobby for the inspiration to do a channel, which I always say, and Jed for having me on for the first time. And I was telling my kids I had a channel, and I was waiting for them to be, oh my God, Dad, I can't believe you're doing that. But they were actually thought it was kind of cool because they know how much I love collecting. So I'm gonna have probably a next episode will be on restoring some Megos and some of the old Megos that I had. I'm always doing some Star Trek stuff and
cool.
Just in 3D printing and just kind of that end of the hobby. And then of course I'm on with the pop culture guys. But look to my channel for maybe some of the more details on collecting and some fun stuff. So appreciate the opportunity to be here and meet another great group of people. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. Glad you could come on with us. So, Ash, you want to tell the folks about your channel and what you have coming up?
Yeah, so this is my YouTube channel. At the moment, I haven't streamed in 3-4 weeks on my personal stuff because I've been on so many other channels. But hopefully I should start streaming up again and carrying on with my Days Gone playthrough because that is such an awesome game. But you can find me every Thursday on the Global Geek Gang. You can find me every other day on Fat Steven's channel playing some Fortnite, getting shouted at for my driving.
Victimhood. Honking at people, telling everybody they're there.
We're surrounded by 4 squads, and we say, "Don't honk the horn." Starts honking the horn.
He does.
I'm on every Sunday. I'm on the Pop Culture Archivist with Jed, Retro, and Mark. And on Saturdays, I'm on T-Shirt Historians channel. And after this recording right now, I'll be on Pablo's channel talking video games, and I'll just be here, there, and everywhere about the fandom. Just the little kid saying, "Oh, please teach me your ways."
Teach me, Sensei.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome that you're around so much like that. That's so cool. So, folks,
Yeah.
that's where you can find Ashton. And of course, we have Jed. You want to tell them what you got coming up?
Well, on Thursdays, we do the Global Geek Gang. On Friday, that's my busiest day. I'm on right before Friday Night Tides. I'm on Father Christopher's stream, and then after that, some days Nick's on Nick's comic book panel. Some weeks he didn't do it. Last time he didn't do it. Then after Nick's, I'm on Foul Balls Productions, Foul Balls, and we just talk about whatever. We just do toxic mill stuff. So over there. Saturday, I'm on T-shirts when I can make it over there, and then probably gonna be doing something else after this. And then Sunday we have our show, and Miss Lorena, you're gonna be on it tomorrow, aren't you?
I am, and I am so excited to get to be on
And
there with you
hopefully
guys.
Steven can be there too, if no complications, brother. So
I usually show up. I will try my best, but I can give you a
Okay.
maybe because the way things have been. But
I know, and I totally understand that, brother. So
yeah.
I would just like to say thank you to you, to Steven, everybody out there that's watching and will watch this in the future because it's not live, it's on Mimrex. And thank you to everybody that comes to our channel, hangs out, and does everything with us on the Global Geek Gang and other channels I come on to and our main channel. So thank you, everybody.
Oh, you are more than welcome. Again, it's a pleasure having you guys on. I love meeting other people in the fandom. It's one of the reasons why I love doing this show. Especially even if I can't have you on live, I love having the pre-records because that way people still get to find out who you are. That's so cool. So Retro Dicky, you want to tell the folks what shows you pop in on?
Well, again, as Jeb was just saying, generally this is mine and Jed's channel, so I'll be hanging around with the guys, probably sitting in the back, and I might just chip in now and again, like I normally do, because these guys have got all the know-how, the knowledge. They're the ones who bring forth the information. They're wonderful on the channel, so I'll be sitting in with Jed on the Sunday. So hopefully we'll have some laughs like we normally do, and we'll get to bring on some great guests such as yourself. So, and hopefully we can get Stephen on, weather permitting. So we'll look forward to it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for allowing me on.
Oh, you are very welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Someone's mic is having a Tourette's incident.
Retro.
Probably mine.
And last but not least, I just say last because we actually had clobbering times on at another time. But just reiterate to folks, Mike, where they can find you and what you have coming up.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Again, apologize for being late, but tonight and every Saturday night, the wonderful Raquel Briggs and I are on our ongoing mission to review all of real Star Trek, the only real Trek there is, 66 through 05. We just finished with the original series last week. Now we're beginning with the animated series tonight, and we'll do that, then the films, and then the Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, then Enterprise, all real Trek. That's Saturday nights, 9 p.m. Central, and of course Monday nights is Clobbering Times Mark C Comics Talk. This Monday night.
You know what? I'm sorry, Clobbering Times. YouTube unsubscribed me.
Oh, that's okay. It unsubscribes me all the time.
They wipe them wiped over, like how I've been getting hit, Lorena.
Yeah.
He's been getting hit, but earlier than I was, but for hundreds of times.
Super hard.
He should have been at 1,000
300.
by now, and it keeps bringing back down to 700. Then back up to
Yeah,
400.
he should have been hit the 1,000 mark by now.
Yeah,
but
it
they
lost
keep
250. I'm expecting that one to drop right there. But
okay, we got to push that. We got to push that.
well, not a biggie, but thank you for that. And then Monday nights is my comics night. I named it after our dear departed friend Mark C. Call it Monday Night Mark C. Comics Talk, and that's 8 p.m. Central this week. The second wave of the Clobbering Times Mark C. Comics Creator Hall of Fame, 10 new inductees, you know. Wednesday nights to do open stuff and our different topics to be determined. And Thursdays, 1 p.m. Central, the Global Geek Gang gathers. And that's, of course, Jed and I started that. And with to the founding members, of course, Ash in Retro, and now Mark D with a C. Wonderful Raquel shows up with us, Nick Weiser, and Raymond Feliciano, Pablo, and Eric, and anybody else who's able to pop in. Steven joins us many times, and of course,
sometimes Tom. You know,
Tom's. We'd love to have you pop in and join us one of these days. When I know you're a busy person there, Orlando, but you are absolutely open invite to join the Global Geek Gang and join in the fun. Sometimes we do roundtables on a specific topic. Other times we just geek around. And
well, I'd love to, throw the invitation out.
You got it.
I have a brain fart and I'll forget. So.
I will remember that because I have to send invites out sometimes. So I will remember for that for the next week. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Indeed. Thank you.
All right, folks. Well, this was just too much fun. Time just flies when I do these things. Because I just have so much fun talking to people and talking to you guys, and then listening to you guys talk amongst each other. That's one of the cool things about these panels, especially, that's why we created the study hall show. Just, folks to get to know you guys to talk about yourselves and what you have going on. So for folks who are watching the replay, thank you so much for checking this out. Well, replay. Okay, back up. I keep forgetting. This is not live. This is Memorex.
Yeah.
And if you're like, what's Memorex? think of Memorex as a flash drive. Okay, like a USB flash drive. That's Memorex. Okay, let's put it that way. All right. So thank you so much for joining us and watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
And a big thank you to all of our guests for joining us today.
I did not